Hey Corey, this is Joel. Great to see you yesterday, man. I'm confident you'll be hitting it great in the next couple days. Hey, one thing I didn't talk to you about, it looks like on the left is yesterday, and on the right is about 6 weeks ago. But if anything relative to your posture, it's not too bad, but if anything, you're almost standing a little too far from the ball. Remember how that's all been a problem for you at times, just a little bit too far away or a little too close. You're just a little stretched out here when you look at that iron. See how your hands are farther from your legs on the left where you were yesterday. So as you hit balls at Metal Links today, that could very well help you a little bit, feel a little more comfortable there. And then what we were looking at yesterday, one thing too, just straight off the bat here, is remember how different things are going to look when you have that weird camera angle going on. Remember, this is me moving the camera around on you. You started on the gold lines there, but then when the camera gets higher and more on the ball line, see, now you're starting on the red lines there. You see how weird that looks. See, it doesn't look like you're taking it outside hardly at all from this angle now. But even from there, you can see how it's kind of going outside the line. That's why I wanted the rods down the ground for you. But see, now it looks way underneath the line on the backswing. And then, of course, it would look way underneath the line on the downswing. And that's not really the case at all. It's actually a little bit above the line. This one on the right is the first swing from yesterday, the old gold. See how low that is. And then your policy over here with this funny camera angle, see, it would look actually more above it through the top of the left shoulder there. See how different that looks from that camera angle. As opposed to the normal good camera angle here. See, I mean, make sure you're set up real well today with your rods. Don't be taking it back so far outside like that at the start, Corey. And then this is the last swing you made after you came inside from being outside. You'll still see how this thing, looks more outside than when you're swinging your best. And that one for sure got on the plane line better, and that's why they started feeling better for you. Still, you can let those hands be a little closer to your legs by virtue of getting a little closer to the ball. And then again now, relative to your legs, you want them more and more solid. See, that one there was better than the first one. Here's the first one with his legs moving that much. Here, at least that right foot stays in the same place instead of moving all the way over toward your left foot. Your impact. And then again, to remind you how solid these legs and feet can look for a lot of the better players. Again, a very funny looking swing in certain ways, but it sure has been repeatable and created a great career right over the last 30 years. And part of the reason I'm going to say is look how solid he is on his feet through impact. And also do the same thing for Davis. One of the reasons they're such long hitters and have been so good for so long. set it again. See your right side kind of collapsing through impact there. And it's evidenced by that right foot moving with the club head through impact. Again, you'll always be better by when those feet are on the ground better. So hit it well there today, Corey. It's great to see you yesterday, man. And then I'll see you Thursday morning. Thanks so much.
Okay, now we're going to look at the deep squat. We're also going to convert to the K-trainer. We're going to look at some movement. What we're only going to look at is side bend movement with the K-trainer, okay? Okay, put your arms over your head. Let's have you do a squat, and let's see what it looks like. Good. Come back up. Do another one. A couple of dysfunctional moves. As you can see, the K-vest turned red a couple times. But what I normally see, I normally see an athlete go down a little bit. This is what I normally see with some of my athletes. That's about it, as far as we go. We'll see the knees coming together. We'll bend them together. And as you can see, it totally turns red on the K-trainer there. Some of the corrective exercises that we certainly would do, don't just have a gentleman hold a weight, 10-pound weight straight out here. What this weight does, starts to engage the whole core. Now do the squat. And how much easier that is. The weight just drags you right down, the core is activated, the hips totally open up. Some of the other things that we do to correct this is where you're the cheater, put your heels up on the board, and now do your squat. A little bit of rotation at the bottom of the squat. Much better than it originally was.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlink. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment, and then we have the face-on camera angle also, and then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment, and we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.